Welcome to another connection here on TKO8 Television. Dennis King, thanks for joining us on this week's show. We always come in on Mondays and have different organizations come into our Studio B here and talk about what's going on around our viewing area. And we have some great organizations, and we do appreciate these individuals coming in to talk to us about the important things that's going on around the area. Stay with us. Be back in a moment. We're going to have some people from the Ozark Humane Society and Domino with us. We'll be back.
The Townhouse Cafe in downtown Harrison is offering a great reason to wake up on Saturday mornings. Their incredible brunch. Starting at 7 a.m., you can enjoy all of your traditional breakfast favorites or some of these decadent dishes. Eggs Benedict, featuring an English muffin topped with ham, 2 eggs, made any way you like, and topped with fresh-made hollandaise sauce. Plus, you'll also get your choice of hash browns or home fries. Perhaps something even more delectable. Townhouse Cafe's fabulous U.S. farm-raised butterfly trout grilled with a drizzle of hollandaise sauce, 2 eggs any way you like, hash browns or home fries, and either a biscuit or toast on the side. Absolutely delicious. Saturday brunch at the Townhouse Cafe in downtown Harrison.
Back on Connection here on TKO8 Television. Our first 2 guests in the studio today, I should say 3. Guest in the studio today from the Ozark Humane Society. We have with us Kay Waters, and we also have Robin Arnold and a young lady named Domino with us today. Thanks for coming in, Kay. We appreciate you. I thought I'd give you a call. I know you've got a program going right now. We're going to talk a little bit about it, Adopt a Pet program.
Well, and we want to thank you, Dennis, for the opportunity to highlight the Ozark Humane Society once again. You've always been a tremendous supporter, as are many of the businesses in the area and the community, and we appreciate the time. We brought Domino today to sort of put an emphasis on what our current program is that we are doing that started on Thursday in the Harrison Daily Times. The Harrison Daily Times has always been a very big supporter of the shelter, and they have provided us with a insert flyer for this long weekend that we had here, showing all of the animals, dogs and cats, that we have available currently at the shelter for adoption. You can see there's a very large number of them. And some of our dogs have been with us, in particular, the cats not so much, but more the dogs, have been with us for several years. So we're running a special starting the 10th or 11th of August when the paper came out, and running through the 31st of August, that we're running a special for our adult dogs, a $20 adoption fee, down from our usual $75 adoption fee, to encourage people to try to adopt an older, more mature dog. I would say any dog over a year old would be considered an adult dog. Absolutely. And we have several of those. And Domino is one of the dogs we've had for several years, actually. She came in as a 2-year-old, was found running out in the street and was brought in. And she's a kind of a special needs dog. One of several different types of special need dogs that we have, along with just some regular need to be adopted older animals. So that's why we're doing this special this month. Okay. It also is connection with a national program through Purina and Fox 24 KNWA in Bentonville in the Fayetteville area, called Clear the Shelters. And you can go to the cleartheshelters.com website to find out more about that. But we are participating in that this year in order to get more publication and more information out to the public for this program.
I know that in my dealings with the Ozark Humane Society for several years now, back many years ago, you had a little different approach. You were not a no-kill facility. which I know you went that, which I'm very pleased the fact that you're doing that. And I know at some point in time along the way, you were able to maybe help find homes for the animals even out of state. Because some states do have laws where it's, you have to have the spay and neutering of any animals, and that cuts back on a lot of the problems in those states. But I'd say most of your animals that you find homes for probably are local in the area. Is that true? I guess
that is very true.
Yeah,
we are very community oriented.
Yes.
I mean, they help us, we help them.
Right.
Yes.
Let's just take Domino for instance, Robin. Tell us a little bit about Domino.
Domino is a fantastic dog. She's about to turn 6 years old on us.
Okay.
She has one issue, and that is other dogs.
Okay.
The shelter environment is not conducive to her. She panics. She basically has anxieties.
Okay.
Where she kind of hurts herself.
Mm-hmm.
She needs to be an only animal home, but she is so wonderful with children, with older people. She doesn't jump up. She's very good protector.
You can tell that she's a well-mannered dog here. She's not a lot of dogs, you go, as soon as they see you, they try to jump up on you, and a lot of people don't like that. They brought her to the studio here, and she was very calm, came right down into the studio, didn't jump up on me or either one of the two ladies. So a good example of, and another thing about these dogs that a lot of people don't realize is that, you get a dog like this from a kennel somewhere. You're going to pay a lot of money for them, and obviously you've got to train them. Many of these dogs that you get from the Humane Society have already been housebroken. They've already been trained. Who knows what the situation may be, the reason that they're in the Humane Society right now. People leave that can't take them with them, a lot of different reasons, and or run out of time before they have to move and they just can't find an owner, so they leave them. That's not the right thing to do, but that's what happens. But as many, in fact, I have a cat that it's a rescue cat, and but they many times, and I'd say majority of the time that you get one of these animals, they're much better behaved than some of the, I call it the high end, the AKC stuff.
Yes.
Right.
Is that not true?
Exactly true. And I think we have two rescues. My husband and I have two rescues. And it's almost, you get the sense from these animals that they actually understand that and really even appreciate the opportunity to have a home, a forever home. Almost more than one when you would get it as a puppy, because they know what it's like to be in a shelter and one of many looking for something like a forever home. And when you give them to that, they're so devoted to the new guardian and new pet parent that it's like twice the fun to have them. So.
One thing I want to mention here during the show, obviously, you've got this we'll call it a promotion going right now. So if you're looking for a dog, you've been looking for one, maybe hadn't found the right one, or kind of stopped looking, please go out to the Ozark Humane Society, because not only is this a great deal, it's $20. I mean, they have their shots, they're spay and neutered, they're ready to go, and they have a lot to pick from, as Kay and Robin were mentioning here. But you can not only help the Humane Society out, but you can also find a pet for life. They definitely are. Always struggling for money, I know that, and of course your thrift store does a fantastic job, and through the years people really support it. I go down there every once in a while, and they have a lot of good products in there where people donate, and all that money stays locally right here in the Ozark Humane Society.
That's correct, and Cause for Paws is one of the easiest ways that folks in our community can help the shelter. If you're cleaning out a closet, if you're looking to do some fall cleaning and want to find a place to take your products that you clean, gently used clothing, bedding, household items, please bring them to Cause for Paws. We regenerate those to folks in the community, and it helps those people as well as helps our animals out at the shelter. It's a great way to help both. So we ask for your support in that direction as well.
Another program that, well, actually they'll take it anytime. They
Absolutely.
always need money, but they have the $10 for a friend program promotion. and you don't think about $10. Well, it's not a lot of money to a lot of people, but $10 goes a long way when it comes to feeding these animals and taking care of them with the proper treatment. And obviously, they have to have their shots and spay and neuter. And I know you get a lot of support from some of the local veterinarians too.
We do. We get a lot of support from the vets, especially Harrison Animal Clinic, who is our vet. Dr. Melton has been fantastic with our shelter, helping us out, as his staff has also been great. And all the other vets are equally helpful with us as needed. And we want to thank all the folks that supported each one of our animals in the ad. Please check the ad out and go visit those local businesses, because they do their best in their way to help us out as well. We do have, if I have a quick second to mention, we do have another fundraiser coming up that's great fun. It's called Trivia Night, and it's coming up in October. I want to say the date is October 6th, I believe. Okay. It's in the evening, so everybody can come. We form teams of 10. It's $20 per person, and it's very competitive and great fun. And we put the questions up on the wall on a big monitor, and there's X amount of time to answer that question. The team at the end of the evening wins a big trophy and a lot of praise, right, bragging rights, and a picture in the paper, hopefully, showing that their team won. It gets very competitive, and it's a lot of fun. We have pizza, we have soda for sale, and it helps raise money for our shelter, and it's great fun in the evening. So you'll see more about that as it approaches.
We'll have you back in before then.
Thank you.
I think I remember last year, Michelle Roust, I think,
exactly,
came in, and she kind of was running it, maybe doing it again.
And she is doing it again.
She does a great job from Nature's Wonders as one of the many volunteers that they have out there, but she was telling us about the trivia program.
Yes.
Competition.
Yes.
And the teams, and I'm sure the same teams will be back plus more this year, because it is kind of a little bragging rights thing, and it's all in fun, but certainly for a great cause. And, and we're glad we'll support that for you as well.
Well, thank you.
Anything else as far as your promo goes through the end of August
Correct.
the 31st.
That's correct.
And if you haven't been out to the Humane Society, you need to go out there. It's a humbling experience, is what I call it. If you're into animals at all, and you go out there and you see all these animals that need a home, that want a home, you could sure help out. And you can find some great animals out there, Robin and the staff out there, and of course Kay and all the other people. I know you're a 501c3. Anytime somebody would like to donate money, they always need money to support the program. And also, if you maybe don't want to do money, take food out there. They always need dog food. They need treats. Domino loves treats. I just gave her one a while ago. So anything like that is helpful.
Absolutely.
As well.
And you can always take any donations you like. You can mail into P.O. Box 542 Harrison, or you can go to Cause for Paws and leave a donation off there at the desk. Either as a memorial to somebody that you know that may have passed, or just because you love the animals. Other things we're always looking for too, Dennis, are volunteers. We have one particular large group of walkers that comes once a month, which I go out and walk with, and it is really fun. We've had a blast with it through FedEx. These are all FedEx folks. But good. Any other business that would like to form a group and have a monthly walking day, we'd love to talk with them. It gets the animals out of the shelter, out of their kennels, gets them in the grass, and they love it. They roll around and they have a good time.
Fun.
Everybody has fun, and it's great exercise too, by the way.
For the person walking and for the animal too.
Absolutely.
Thank you both for coming in. We've run out of time, but we want you to come back as we get a little closer to the trivia night. And anytime you've got anything that we can do, and maybe we'll just come out and bring a camera and get some video of some of these animals out there and do a show out there.
Maybe during one of our walking times.
That'd be a good time to come out there. Thank you both for coming in. I really appreciate it. Kay Waters and Robin Arnold and Domino for coming in. Ozark Humane Society, help them out if you can. If you're looking for an animal, give them the first shot. Don't go pay a high price for some AKC registered animal before you go out and take a look. You may find that perfect pet, not only for you, but for the rest of your family. Thank you, ladies, very much. Good luck with your promotion. I hope you get rid of all of them and they have a fine new home. Stay with us. Be back in a moment. We're going to talk with a young lady about what's going on at the Boone County Library.
Sullivan Pharmacy has been serving your prescription needs for over 40 years. Our professional staff is glad to assist you with prescriptions, over-the-counter medicines, and healthcare products. Stop by Sullivan Pharmacy if you have questions about Medicare Part D, and we'll be glad to help. If you're in a hurry, use our convenient drive-through window so you don't have to get out of your car. Sullivan Pharmacy, 731 North Main Street in Harrison, helping you feel better since 1965.
Many things have changed over the years, and so has auto body repair. Even though Ozark Auto Body has been in business for over 30 years, they continue to change with the times. They believe protecting the environment is important and have done so by using environmentally friendly waterborne paint from PPG. This aligns with the technology used by original manufacturers and gives you a lifetime limited warranty. Quality PPG waterborne paint, ASC certified personnel, plus 24-hour towing service. Ozark Auto Body in Harrison, always taking pride in excellence. Back on Connection here on TKO8 Television. Our next guest in the studio is Jean Hankins, and she's from the Boone County Library. And Jean always has good things to say, so we're going to let her talk about all the good things going on at the Boone County Library. Thanks, Jean, for coming in again. We appreciate it very much.
Oh, Dennis, thank you. We appreciate you, and we appreciate being able to reach the community through Connection.
You bet. Well, you've got a lot of things as always going on at the library, so I'm going to let you kind of take off here and just tell us some things as we're going on through the month of August here, okay?
Well, my goodness, today is Monday, and tomorrow we're going to have a program there at the library. It starts at 5:30 p.m. It's Mrs. Kim Brecklin, and she's going to do something called 11 cautions, 11 tips and 2 cautions for choosing art for your home. And she's an artist. She's a local artist, and she's just an amazing woman, and I'm looking forward to this because her presentations are always a lot of fun. And then on Thursday, Dennis, would you believe it, they're going to let me teach a class.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
I know.
Really?
I know. I can't believe it either. But we're just going to do a really, really fun hour of really super basic computer. Everyone is at a different point on the spectrum, and people don't have to be afraid of computers.
Right.
If they want an email, so they can email their kiddos. If they want a Facebook account, this is going to be the class for them.
Okay.
And I'll help them with
So
it.
just kind of basic, walk them
Super
through.
basic. We're going to do it right there, right then, and yeah.
And she's going to speak in layman's terms so that everybody understands. But you're exactly right. A lot of people are afraid to get on a computer because they think it's so complicated. And it's really not, and it really depends on how much you want to use a computer. Some people just want to use it for little basic stuff, and others want to get into a little more detail, and then of course you've got business type stuff. But the majority of the people probably that would come down to the library just want to know the basics of how to use it. Same way with Facebook.
Absolutely, and you know, so many of the companies are requiring you to have an email just to set up an account with them. So yeah, we're just going to help them out.
You know, talking about email is anymore. You never hear anybody say, "Well, I got a fax the other day." I guess the fax machine is just about gone. You know, it's a kind of days gone by. Email is everything.
Email
anymore.
is the thing, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, what else you got going there, Jean, coming up here?
Oh, well, you know what Monday is, Dennis?
Monday is...
Do you know what Monday is?
First day of the week.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But a week from today is the solar eclipse.
Yes, it is.
And it looks like we're going to have like a 94% chance of seeing it right here
in this part of the country.
In Harrison. So that's pretty exciting. We're going to do a solar viewing there at the library. And we're going to do a little presentation upstairs beginning at noon, and then we're going to go outside, put some glasses on, drink a bottle of water, and just have a good time. We're going to be learning with Mr. John Tyner. He's an amateur astronomer.
Okay.
And I'm looking forward to it. I hope that everyone will come. We have a very limited number of glasses, though.
Do you? So
Yeah.
first come, first served
Yes, sir.
basis, I'm sure. Oh, yeah, that's actually, there's a lot of publicity on the solar eclipse, but unfortunately for many parts of the country, they're not going to have much of an opportunity to see it. So we're really fortunate right where we are, the state of Arkansas, and particularly in Harrison area in this region, it's supposedly going to be pretty good in this part. So
If
you're
it
getting
is,
ready for it.
we are getting ready for it. If it's not too cloudy now.
We got to, yeah. That's the only
We
problem.
never know. We
You
never
know
know.
about that.
But we'll have a good presentation before.
That's good. What else? Let's go on and talk about what else you got going down there for the August. And
Dennis, one of the things that the library does is we have a program every month, and that's the Buffalo National River Partners.
Mm-hmm.
And those folks, sir, they put on a program. And this month we have on that's Tuesday the 22nd, beginning at 5:30, we have a program called Connecting Our Ozark Streams, and that's with Mr. Dwayne Hada. And he's an artist and an outdoorsman, and we're really looking forward to this.
You know, the Buffalo River Partners have, over the last several years, have become extremely active in our area, and they do a lot of programs in conjunction with the library, which is really good. But they bring a lot of things that maybe you take for granted, or a lot of things you don't even think about that have to do with the Buffalo National River and other topics, obviously. But they're great for your regular programming.
We love having them, and from a purely personal perspective, I just love going up there and listening because I always learn something every single time.
Right.
So, a couple more things. We were going to have Talia Tate Bonner last month, and she had an accident, broke her wrist.
Uh-oh.
So, yeah, but she's the author of The Accidental Salvation of Gracie Lee. And Miss Talia is going to be joining us, yay, on the 24th at 5:30. And that's a Thursday. We're looking forward to having her. And then we have Erin Middleton coming up. She does Young Living 101, and she's going to do a class on emotions on Tuesday the 29th, and then an essential oils class 101 on Thursday the 31st. But one thing that everyone missed this month was the adult coloring.
Oh, the adult. Now tell me how that works. How does the adult, for those out there so what do you do other than color?
Well, we call it all different kinds of things. We call it adult coloring relaxation. We call it adult coloring therapy. But what it is we all get together. The library provides books, and I'll go and make copies of whatever they want to color so they can take it home with them. And we have colors and we have markers, and it's just a really good time. And it has just blown up in popularity. Yeah. And that's the second Wednesday of every month, and it starts at 1 o'clock. Okay. And supposed to be from 1 to 2, but that we never get done at 2 o'clock. Yeah. So, yeah.
Now, do they actually do the coloring at the library?
They sure do. Okay. And we have a lot of ladies who will bring their own.
Really? So is this, do you have to be a real artist to do this, or can somebody like me that can connect the dots make it work?
Dennis, I hope not, because they let me color with them.
So any talent level if you'd like to learn a little bit of coloring, any talent level is accepted.
Any talent level
is accepted. Another I noticed here Essential Oils 101. I haven't realized this until maybe just the last year, but that is a big thing for people. That's really come on strong, hasn't it?
It truly has.
I mean, people are using essential oils in place of buying. We'll call it store-bought things that maybe are not really good for you or good for your skin or whatever the case may be. A lot of people are using oils and mixtures and doing their own detergents, their own dishwasher liquids. I mean, you name it. Just the oils that come from nature. I mean, from all
exactly.
I don't know. I can't think of some of them offhand, but
one of the things that I have learned in going to the essential oils classes is that they own their own farms where all of these plants are being grown.
Okay.
And that just fascinates me. So, it's pure.
Yeah. So what they're doing, they're taking the natural things and making these oils, or taking the ingredients from them and making these different oils, and you read about it quite often, and then they've even had national talk shows and some of the medical shows that they've focused on these natural oils and telling about what they can do for you and how they compare to, again, synthetic type things, you know.
We don't know because we are so new into all of the chemicals. Truly we are. This is just 2017. We don't know the after effects, the lasting effects on our bodies or on our environment. So the more natural we go, I think that's the way to go.
You know, as somebody was telling me not too long ago, I don't drink a lot of coffee and very little tea, but if I do, I usually put a couple of the fake sugars, if you will. I won't mention any names, but I usually put a packet or two in my coffee. And they were saying, you know, really, that's not the way to go. You really should use sugar. And I said, well, I don't like the sugar because I don't need the calories. And they said, well, you know, really the difference between the few calories you're going to get with pure grain sugar versus some of the synthetics will far outweigh some of the problems that people are having with some of the synthetic.
Interestingly enough, if you look at what or how those synthetic sweeteners were created and what they were trying to make when they created them,
probably wouldn't use them.
Probably not. No.
Okay, we got a few minutes left. Let's some of the other things.
Well, I can share with you what I have been really excited about in the last couple of weeks. You know, school starting back. So excited about that. And we've been able to provide something last year and this year again that's called the iCard.
Okay.
And the iCard is an internet card, and we're providing it free to all students. Their school, of course, has to come on board, but last year was our first year with Harrison High School, and then we went back this year, and looks like Western Grove is coming on board. I'm excited about that. What's going to happen is these cards are not only good for this year, but they're good until that student graduates. And they give complete access to everything that we get through the Arkansas State Library, and that's a lot of stuff. Plus, it gives them access to, if they want to download, say, 4 books a week onto their Kindle, great. They're going to bring them right straight through our library, and
at no cost.
No cost.
Wow,
no
that's
cost.
a great program.
Thank
I
you.
would think that the schools around the area would want to jump onto that program.
Hey,
I mean, it's only going to help the kids. And
just give us a call.
give you a call and get signed up.
And that's all it is. That's really all it is. We give them a card, we put them into our system. They don't have to ever show up at the library, because anywhere that there's internet, they can access it.
Yeah. Wow, good info. We've got a couple minutes left. I know if you like to use the library, obviously it's free to go down and utilize it. They have all the computers. They have electronic books. They have you name it. Genealogy is a big area that a lot of people have really gotten into to kind of check the family tree, if you will, and go back. They've got staff people there. If you don't know exactly how to do it, they'll give you information, kind of get you going. Isn't that right?
That's Miss Tina Farmer. She's just utterly amazing when it comes to that. Calm, relaxed, laid back, and knows everything up there.
Yeah.
You know, did you hear about our pool party?
No, I didn't.
Oh, yeah. On the 4th, we had a pool party for all the children who had completed the summer reading program.
Oh, cool. Okay, nice.
Dennis, we had over 200 folks there.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's great.
It was wonderful.
Well, you guys do a great job down there. The thing about the library, if you haven't been down there, go down, check it out, because it's not only a great place to go for any type of information. Obviously, books, the times have changed. A lot of people still like to just get a hardback book and read it, or you may want to do the electronic books. They've got all, either way you want to go. And don't forget, if you'd like to volunteer, Friends of the Library, big supporting group for the library, and they need volunteers just any time. So check them out, and if you'd like to go down, and you don't have to spend a whole day, sometimes just a few hours will help them out in their programs. Jean, thanks for coming and seeing us today. We'll look forward to see you again next month. I'm sure September will have lots of fall ideas and lots of different things going on.
I think it will. Thank you for having us.
You're welcome. Thanks for joining us on Connection this week. We hope we brought some information to you perhaps you didn't know about. Join us each week as we go out and bring organizations and individuals in here and talk about what's important to you in the viewing area.